Good morning people, o75 here again, and this morning we are taking the Husqvarna Svartpilen 701 out on the road this morning. On the Wheel Superstore have once again been kind enough to let me take this little beast out for a little ride. So let's jump on it and see what we think. The Svartpilen 701, a simple, raw, authentic and thrilling to ride is what Husqvarna claims. The flat track inspired design offers timeless appeal. Standing back at this 2019 Svartpilen 701 is certainly a different motorcycle than what I'm used to, but one to be appreciated by riders who love the design and ride dynamics of its smaller sibling, the Svartpilen, but need a more combined riding position with a more upright handlebars. Its cafe racer style lines are fantastic and will hold the test of time. The liquid-cooled 693cc single-cylinder 4-stroke engine and 6-speed gearbox has been built on KTM's 690 Duke platform, so I should be expecting a good, solid response with noticeable torque when it's required, especially when it's claimed as the most powerful single in production at 75 brake horsepower at 8,500 RPM. That's a lot of power from a unit weighing less than 50 kilograms. The front end is simple with a circular angel ring running light encompassing the main lights. The vertically protruding circular display is disappointing. I would like to see more of a contrast with the mono digital display and its background. Just seems a bit of an afterthought. I certainly wouldn't expect to see text absorbing essential space saying the side stand is down. As we move further back, the standout characteristic is the unique drop side number panel, accentuating the minimalistic tail. A nice touch indeed. The rear LED tail light is contemporary and adds to the overall simplistic design of the bike. The swing arm mounted hugger, number plate position and indicators spoil the rear end for me. Yes, this bike would look fantastic without, but it must comply with the law. Still, you'll be pleased to hear for around £175 there is a license plate support which can be mounted to the underside of the seat. Striding the flat and thin saddle, I find it firm. With my 33-inch inside leg, my feet are firmly on the floor. The 835mm seat height is perfect for me. As we start the bike, the exhaust smoke from this single powerhouse is amazing. Taking the bike out to the road, it's harsh. Low-end vibrations emanating from the single cylinder shudders to call for a change in gear, something I'm going to have to get used to. The suspension setup is having trouble accommodating the poor state of our roads, something I hadn't expected from what I thought would be a hoot to ride around town. The second gear, it's just like really low end, it's just expected a bit more torque, and I wish I could finish my sentences, but I'm being shaken as I even hit the littlest of bumps in the roads. I'm sure adjusting the suspension would resolve this. Trying the bi-directional quick shifter is instant and smooth. It's brilliant and it has just changed my riding opinion, but it is causing a rift in my opinions, which I'm still questioning. But I think with a couple of adjustments to the WP suspension front and rears, we could make the suspension more soft. The bike will still be agile and it'll be a tremendous bike to ride, but these are obviously on factory default settings and those settings aren't set up for me. I'm just starting to enjoy this ride. Do I like this bike or do I hate it? 1 second yes, and then the next, well, not sure. Opening up the throttle and combining the very slick quick shifter, I'm at the speed limit and the ride is now becoming more positive. Coming down through the 6-speed gearbox is just as perfect as going up, with the added exhaust bumbling and popping behind. That exhaust note is sublime. Turning onto the A roads, while predictable, it did run a little wider around a corner. Now noted, I'm finding the bike's character becoming a little challenging to know. 1 minute you think you've cracked it, then it does something subtly you don't quite expect, then you doubt it again. Feeling happier on A roads, preferring its revs run higher in 5th rather than in 6th, I decide to give it some welly, releasing the bow from the arrow, but then I find its character changes again. I get the feeling there is a bit of a Dr. Jekyll and a Mr. Hyde nature to this motorcycle. Not one to take it for granted, I continue to tame it as I wind through the corners. The low sense of gravity is not as low, again, as I thought it would be. Quick shifting up through the gears, it responds beautifully and gracefully. The wind whistling with a smooth reaction as we cut through the air. As we twist and turn through the bends, the bike feels solid while the ride remains on the hard side. Then from behind another biker overtakes. The mirrors do let me down, I simply didn't see him coming. If you're going to put small circular mirrors on a bike, why not make them convex? In fact, I would have preferred to see the flat track theme translated with a wide rectangular shaped mirrors, and if I bought this motorcycle, then this would be one of the changes I would make. With an estimated top speed of 115 miles an hour, it wouldn't be one of the reasons to buy one, rather than it's more of a lifestyle choice for any urban, open-faced, retro helmet-wearing hipster to escape the city, to enjoy a mix of roads for a leisurely ride out across the countryside to fill their lungs with clean air. The lightweight 18-inch front and 17-inch rear black cast wheels, dressed with Pirelli's MT60 RS tyres, certainly had welly gripping performance and provided confidence with something I was having trouble to find with the bike. The single Galfa front brake disc and 4-piston Brembo brakes rid speed quickly, just one area I didn't really have to think about. As I head across the back of the downs, I'm still trying to settle in, but it is becoming ever more comfortable. Narrow-waisted, it's keen and lean and continues to steer through the bends with determination. The Svartpilen comes with the same kit level as KTM's 690 Duke. ABS, traction control, an exceptional quick shifter and LED lights. A quick blast on the dual carriageway, well, it's obvious it will be tiring you if you spent many miles in the saddle, but happy to sit there all the same. What do I love about this motorcycle? I love the quick shifter. It adds to the fun and experience. The flat track styling is unique, and you could spend hours admiring its lines.
I mean, I'm starting to think this isn't a 700cc motorcycle, it feels a little bit more than that.
What am I not so keen on? Well, the bike is quick to tell you if you need to change gear, or you could end up visiting the dentist. For me, the ride was hard, but something that could probably correct by adjusting the suspension. The dash needs to have better contrast, it's challenging to see the digits, and those mirrors need looking at too. Overall, the bike's character was playing up on my mind during my first impression review, but then maybe that's the point, leaving you with the feeling to keep riding until you've really understood the Scandinavian Black Arrow. I think to speak the same Nordic language would help, and I will have to try because it certainly isn't going to speak mine. I don't know about fuel economy, but with a 12-litre tank, it should cover 150 miles or so.
Anyway, that's my video for today. If you enjoyed this video, then please do subscribe and hit that bell. Your subscription would be greatly appreciated. Once again, thanks to On The Wheel in Southwick for loaning me this bike today. I appreciate them giving me bikes to review for you. So for today, that is it. Thank you very much indeed for watching. See you next time.